want to say he's underrated because people know he's good, but I think he's like I could say he's a little bit underrated from some people. Like
definitely, and I also think he doesn't try as hard as some other people.
no, he's
nowadays at least.
He's goofy.
Yeah.
What is your head?
There's what head?
Stricken's head.
Oh.
Interesting. All right, I'll let you know when it's Simi's. Actually, I think it's Simi's right now. No, it's quarters right now. Okay.
Dark versus silver. This is gonna take a long time.
I think I got money on dark here.
I do as well.
Seems like he's
but I think dark.
They warmed up after that last series.
I think both of them are gonna make each other really, really work for it and work for every single hit.
I think Silver's got spirit, so he's gonna like. Silver's not gonna give up.
Swings backwards and gets hit.
Silver has spirit, and he also has a Mimo on the sidelines cheering him on, so you can't let her down.
He has sparred alongside heavy delay teams before, so he understands what he needs to do.
That's a very good point. Seems like most of his sparring career has actually been with the delaying team.
Yeah. That's a clean hit by Dark. I'm not sure what the movement was by Silver there.
And they tied, of course.
Fantastic. It ends in a tie. Although that was quicker than I expected.
That's true. Your Dragon Balls don't want them. Quote from Dark before he gets flogged.
Silver sparring for the power of love. Dark sparring for the power of shutting everybody up.
Do you have any opinion on what Allison's saying over here?
You know, post-game interview? Well, I'm not really an interview giver.
Neither am I. Maybe we can have Allison interview him.
We might do some post-game ones for the higher rounds, maybe.
I mean, I think it's safe to say we're already in the higher round.
I mean, like the semis and stuff. Semis and up.
All right, we got Mr. Spod, who is offering to be the hype man commentator. Basically, what Shiv and Goose are trying to do.
Dark sticking to the wall and getting 2 hits on Silver because of it.
Ooh. Bad hit there, though.
Yeah, another cut in the movement thing. It's a good use of blink by Silver there.
Oh,
this is just reading movement
okay,
there. That was a really nasty series of 3 hits.
Oh, he's talking trash now. Winner gets Mimo.
Oh. Dark going with the psychological warfare.
I think that only adds more fire to the flame for Silver. This is really going to mess up my bracket. If Silver makes Aries and Dark.
Dark does the same thing. Oh, excuse me. That he did against Rio, where he lost the first 2 and then said, "Okay, well, it's time to actually spar."
I mean, it's possible. If he can do it against Rio, he can possibly do
it. He's getting worked on right now, so it doesn't look like it.
I mean, Silver's not really making many mistakes, honestly.
He's not doing anything too ambitious. He's just sparring like how you tend to spar against delay.
Sparring smartly. He's not trying to show off or anything.
Right. Dark getting hit in the midst of his his warp there. And it's not even that Dark is getting overly aggressive. I think Silver's just
They were Silver getting aggressive right there.
yes, Silver is getting a little too antsy there to finish it.
Oh, and he does it. Okay, Dark just
See,
walks into that.
that exact thing was the theme of the whole series.
American Man.
Where they actually
Oh, this
right,
one is to
it's
5.
first
Okay,
to 5 now, right?
forgot about that actually.
But that last hit kind of encapsulated the series. I think Silver's just sitting back and kind of just waiting for Dark to run into his stuff. I don't think Dark is it is 5 a.m. apparently or whatever in Australia, really early in the morning.
Yeah, it is.
Not to give Dark any excuses, but I think that might be why he's just kind of running into Silver's sword. Yeah, Silver just backs off after every little close interaction there because he doesn't want to get too antsy.
Ooh, I don't know what happened there. That was kind of crazy. Dark might have one.
All right, he's on the board.
Dark's got a lot to say about delay. But is it really Silver though? That's the question. Silver doesn't seem to delay much to me, personally.
No, he's never really delayed.
And there's occasions where he does, though.
I barely ever sparred him. But
yeah, I mean, I haven't sparred him honestly much, but like in Guild Spar, he doesn't usually delay, but it happens occasionally, so it's not completely out of the question.
Dark seemed to be adjusting a little bit, and being at first to 5 now, it's a less variant series here. So if Dark can adjust, he can change the course of this at any time.
I mean, he needs to go 4-1. It's not like impossible.
Yeah. I was
take it
really
one
good
shot
move
at a
by
time.
Silver, really bad positioning by Dark.
Some close calls there.
Yeah, Dark at 0.5. It'd be a rough mountain to climb again for Dark if he loses this one. We had a really nice comeback before, so it's not out of the question. All right, that was a really, really weird interaction. It looked like they ran through each other, but ended up benefiting Dark greatly there. And now it's 3-2. And now Silver hitting him with the question mark.
I mean, if Dark wins this one, he's already back in it, tied up again. And at that point, he might. I mean, I would give him the edge if he wins this one because he's got momentum.
Yeah, and it'd be a sign that he's adjusted to what Silver's doing.
Good play there.
Yeah. Now this is where in these longer series, it's usually a makeup of several adjustments. Like one player will tend to adjust to the other one, and then push the onus on them to recompose themselves.
That makes a lot of sense.
And Silver looked to be doing it right now, even after the that really weird, frustrating play at the end of the last bar, where they ran through each other. He's just taking it really safe. He's not just trying to end Dark, even though he's on 0.5.
There you go. He gets the win there.
And now Dark needs to win 3 in a row, which he did do against Rhea.
Don't know if it's gonna happen here though.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Where,
Silver's playing much safer than Rio was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And it
Rio
seemed
was
like
pretty aggressive.
as soon as Dark even remotely adjusted, Rhea just kind of fell apart.
And here's the other way around. As soon as Dark adjusts at all, Silver's just fixing it up.
Yeah. That was really bad play by Silver. He just immediately canceled his blink right into a combo. So Silver now backing off, keeping space. Well, just as I say that, he kind of goes in and it works. But
this hit could be it.
Yep. We'll see how Dark plays this, whether he plays it aggro or.
Ooh, okay. I don't know what happened there. That was
super scary by Dark. He just held his ground right there, and Silver just missed.
If Silver went like a step further before he turned, he would have had that.
Yeah. That was minuscule. I think Dark understands he's lagging, and he said he'd relog.
Sweet little 5-second break there. We're back.
Yeah.
I hope every spar is close like this, but I don't because it's going to take a lot longer.
Yeah, I feel like most of them won't.
I mean, what have we got? We got like 7 series left.
Yeah, Silver's used to playing both with and against delay, and so he understands that you need the patience for it.
I mean, after the series, we still have 7 to go. And they're only going to get longer.
Let me check the bracket here.
Don't forget to account for the third place match.
Like Brandon and Saeed, I don't think he's going to take as long as this. TTT Fabian won't take as long as this. It's Super and Chi definitely won't take
as long as this. Probably be the fastest one of the 3. Dark
is actually the last alumni member carrying the banner.
Really?
For all those who entered.
Wow.
Yeah, because Skull lost / had to leave. Alex didn't show up.
So we got a silver member, we got an alumni member, a holy member. Is Saeed even still in mail? I have no idea.
I don't think so. I think him and Jimbo had beef.
Alright, we'll just call him, I don't know, an ugly rats member. We got Monster Energy member, TTT, the legend.
Yeah. And Dark is now tied up 4-4. I don't expect Silver to be very happy if Dark wins, and I think Dark is not going to let him forget it.
No, he's really not. And we got Fabian, who's carrying Strife now. The last one of us. Although only 2 of us entered. I think at this stage of the tournament, if I have to predict a winner right now, I wouldn't put it past Super or Brandon.
Super, for whatever reason, has been on fire. His wins haven't even been
close.
That close. All right, I'm not sure what that type was. Not sure if that was arrogance or just.
I don't know what Silver's health is, but I'm assuming it's low because
he's playing pretty safe right now. He's just kind of keeping his distance from Dark. Yeah, the way Dark's sparring right now, it looks like. I was checking the bracket, but I feel like Dark has a health lead the way he's going about this.
Not even a big one, actually.
Yeah, it was only a 1-hit lead.
Might come to regret that talk then, the chat. I figured it was at least like a 3.
Another trade, but Dark will take these.
Yeah, Silver cannot be going for trades at this point.
That was really clean, and Silver needed that because if Dark just kept getting trades, that was a hit that I would have been mad about if I were Silver. That looked like it went right through him, and now Silver's turning around and just
won. Wow.
Dark twice in a row right there. Yikes. Well, I would definitely not have expected Silver to get into semifinals.
I didn't. I mean, I didn't either, but it's not the
Good
most
stuff to
surprising
him.
thing in the world.
I guess with everybody who dropped out and switched and stuff from the beginning. That's
I would
probably
like to hear from the two finalists once we get there, like some pre-match
yeah.
interviews.
We'll see if they want to. I don't think this one will take as long. I think Brandon
Brandon Sparge usually
tends
don't
to
take
make his
long,
parse quick. Yeah.
but then again, Saeed is a pretty slow sparrer, so
Yeah, I don't know if Brandon. I don't think Brandon approaches it the same way Silver does. Silver, I think, tries to match the pace of them, and I think Brandon tries to.
speed it up.
Yeah, Brandon tries to speed it up, while Silver
So people
is
can't see
content
my
with going at
shit-colored eyes.
their pace.
I would like to see a Brandon versus Super final.
Yeah, that'd be pretty. That'd be pretty neat. Probably the fastest final, but
Yeah, I mean
all
that's
right,
not a bad
and
thing.
1-0 Brandon. And we get another break as he relogs. Name our sponsor.
Yo,
Shout out to our sponsors: G Fuel, Red Bull, Logitech, and Doritos for helping to put this tournament on. And I'm not sure how long it takes to refresh a web page.
so what exactly happened?
I think Brandon said he was going to refresh his page. Oh, there he is. He's back on now.
Oh,
No, it's just taking a while. I didn't even see him lagging all that much. I'm not sure what he was doing. All right, he did give Saeed some time to compose himself, whatever that's worth in Spar.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's not worth a lot. Spar is a lot about mentality, in my opinion.
That's Saeed. Now with a lead, so maybe it did work.
I think you might have this one. Oh,
Yeah,
that was a
Brandon
nice lead.
he just kind of ran in with really low health there.
Saeed is impressing me.
Yeah, he hasn't really said a whole lot. He's just been maintaining his composure here.
I
Let's see
mean,
if the classic slot change to victory combo will work out. Brandon's
did
got
Saeed get a
really.
free win off of? Did Gaida show up?
I have no idea. I only showed up like midway through round 2 or 3, I guess.
It looks like Saeed's first two spars were in Hayes' guild house, so I missed both of them. I don't know if either of his opponents there showed up.
Brandon's been playing this low key kind of bad. He's just been like swinging while Saeed was just standing still blinking. And Saeed was just getting free hits off of it. I think he's just trying to rush it a little too much. Especially when he has the health disadvantage. And of course, he goes and wins it to shut me up. But he still played many interactions of that, less than stellar. Okay, I'm getting confirmation from PMs that Saeed did have some free wins early on in the bracket. People not showing up.
Dallin just told me that Gato did show up, so his first round was not a free one, but the second one was. Abood and Seba didn't show up, so he got a bye there. I'm not surprised Abood didn't show up, but it would have been nice to see him here.
Yeah. See, this is where Brandon needs to pick his spots more carefully instead of just running in like this because he has a health disadvantage. And things like that are going to happen. Every time you run in versus a delayer, a lot of times it ends in a trade. So when you have less health, you need to pick your spots much more carefully. You have to try and catch them in their movement rather than like try to get a turn and clean circle. See, like that. That was a good hit. He just caught Saeed just stepping back, and he couldn't do anything about it. That was really. I would have been a little tilted if I was Brandon on that one hit.
I mean, happens though.
Yeah. You can't let it force you to lose the whole spar. But
I mean, yeah, like you can be tilted, but it's like
I didn't like that. I didn't like that choice to run to the corner after he got hit there.
And he keeps spamming in it too.
Yeah, because when you were
that was 2-3.
I'm not sure. Because whenever you're in a corner like that, you have nowhere to run, and so it's straight up a coin toss, 50-50, and it's honestly even worse than that because of the way the sword angles work. It's like you flip a coin and heads, you get a trade, and tails, you don't even get a hit, and they just hit you for free if the other spar plays it how they should.
I'm sorry, I just missed everything you were saying because I was watching them try to fix the score.
Oh, I was saying Brandon going to the corner is a really bad thing because good spars can abuse like the kind of odd angles that the sword hitbox has. So when you're in a corner, you have nowhere to move. So it's like you're throwing a coin up, and it's like 50% chance you trade with the spar, and then the other 50% you don't even get a hit, and you just get hit for free.
Are you talking about like how you can be in a position where one person can hit the other, but the other can't hit them?
Sort of. Like in the corner, you have nowhere to move, so you're literally, if they approach you, you just have to blindly guess whether or not you want to. Like if you're in the top left corner, Brandon had to guess whether or not to swing sideways or down.
Oh, that's true.
And if you miss that, you just kind of lose. And then even if you get it right, if the other spar plays it right, they can just trade it. So it's just a really bad spot to be in overall. But while I was dropping that knowledge, Brandon just won 2 more spars. So
yep. Although I wouldn't count Saeed out yet. I feel like Saeed's a spar that can keep his composure.
Yep.
Like, looks he might win this one, and then okay, that was almost a bad play there.
See 2 trades again where Brandon was just running in with lower health and not picking his spots carefully, and now he's at 0.5.
Oh, that not a good rush there.
He turned it around. Yeah, that was a really bad idea by Saeed.
All right, Dark's making a bold prediction, saying Brandon's gonna win, and that he was the only one on who would have had a chance.
Imagine she wins.
I mean, it's possible.
It is possible.
We don't really know. Like, I mean, he beat Keiko 3-0, which is or not 3-1.
Although I would say, looking at whoever's left, I would say Brandon's probably the favorite.
I can agree to that.
Going into this, but not so much as to where it's impossible to see.
I'd like to see Super win, personally.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Now, what he's gonna use the money for, I don't know. Probably something. That's not the problem here. I just want to see Super win just to see what he says after.
Yeah.
Alright, so next up we have
now.
ttt versus Fabian. I forgot Vlad wanted me to PM him, so who it is.
I would have to hedge my bets on Fabian, but then again, I've been getting a lot of these wrong.
I'm gonna go with Fabian too. He's made some nice comeback wins.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say TTT struggled against Ashley, but it's closer than I think it should have been. If your next hope is to go on and beat Fabian,
Can agree with that. Although he did beat Mimo, but that's completely different than Fabian. Both skilled spars, but in two completely different ways.
all right, here we go. The classic Suerte.
Oh, this might be our first spar between two people who don't hate each other.
Yeah. I'd say Fabian got into an early lead, but now TTT's kind of coaxing him in for hits. TTT kind of. It seemed like Fabian couldn't move in right onto him.
Every time he
I don't know
got
if he
close.
just yeah, it just wasn't taking his time, or every time he got close to you, he just had a good read.
But this is what you were talking about, like way earlier in the tournament, about the delay or getting an early lead.
Yeah, right.
It
It just
seems
takes
to
a
happen
spar
a
or
lot
two
with
to
Fabian.
just.
It's happened with Fabian like every time. Like he
Yeah,
really
because
needs time to
his
adjust.
path has been
He always goes
Fortico,
down.
Fortico who delays. I wasn't on to watch. Oh no, I was on to watch versus Hebel, and then I guess he beat Hip Hop.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Specifically the Fortico match, though.
Yeah, especially in that one, I could see it happen. Oh, TDT stood still a little long there, spamming. And Fabian just had a good read that he could run through it with Blink and then hit him. So I think it's 1-1 now.
Yeah, it is. Our host has died on us.
Yeah. TDT seems to be lagging a little bit, but nothing big.
I mean, as long as he's not like teleporting, it's fine.
And here's where Fabian can now really take his time. Oh, gets a hit on the freeze, but I'm not sure if he gave that back intentionally or he just wasn't ready for that.
I don't think he gave it intentionally.
Either way, it's not looking like it's going to matter much for this one. Fabian takes the third one cleanly.
Should be 2-1 now.
Yeah, it's 2-1.
For Fabian.
Everybody up there is saying 2-0, but hopefully Vlad knows. Oh, he didn't know.
Well, he does now.
Tell him.
Is he in the call?
I believe so.
He's not actually, okay. We had our the guy running the bracket and the host are not in the call. Interesting.
Yeah, I'll stand up and let him know. But
was that server lag again?
I believe so. So Fabian now has to pick his spot carefully here, being down one hit. And he does.
Tie. Oh.
Oh.
It looked like a tie, but TT got it. 2-2 now.
Okay. He updated it right now.
I finally fixed it.
Yep. Alright, Fabian with an early hit. That's another good clean one. And now Fabian's content with these trades if he wants to run in. He just has to make sure they're actually trades. That was a bad choice of direction there. And it has to be a little careful because he's only one hit ahead.
I thought it was 2.
It's 1-0.5 now, I think.
He's at 1?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yep, doesn't matter.
Alright, the score is now 2-3 Fabian. Riordan, I think Flogor is the better one.
That was a shame for TTT there. He kind of froze and was still running forward and got hit twice as a result of it. But either way, it's now 4-2 Fabian.
I think this one's over with.
Yeah, I don't see TTT coming back.
He's freezing a lot too, which is not helping him.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. All tied in hits. Ordinarily, I would say TTT would want the trades there, but with how he's been freezing and getting heat off of it, it's kind of dangerous.
That was a good spar from him, though.
He did end that really well. This is a spar where I would see Fabian adjust and win, I think.
Yeah. Definitely rooting for Fabian here, personally. Because I'd like to see Fabian versus Super if he beats Chi.
Yeah. Fellow Strife member.
I like seeing the fast-paced spars. Definitely the more interesting ones to watch.
Fabian definitely could have got hit there. That's a weird spot. And had a good read on his movement there. And I believe TTT canceled blink, so Fabian could have hit him again when he ran past him in the center, but
might not matter.
Yeah,
yep.
It doesn't matter. Fabian wraps it up.
All right, so 3-5 is the final score there. All right, so now we have the last quarterfinal match. It's Super versus Chi. And we got some inside news from the Matrix Guild chat. Chi says, fuck tech. Thanks.
Alex brings up a good point. We could have an All-American semi-final if Super brings it home. So now I have to pull for Super.
I mean, Chi's in America occasionally, but I guess right now wouldn't count.
I don't actually see Chi in here, but I see Super.
Chi's right here, this top left corner.
Oh, there he is.
He's got the Caffarino shield. All right, Stricken, I don't know if you're aware, but it's Simmings now, so now you should start recording. Oh, never mind. I'm jumping ahead. All right, Chi takes the position.
I was off tap for the whole first bar.
Chi wins it by 0.5. Pretty fast one.
Yeah, I expect all of these to be pretty fast-paced, just without Super plays.
I'm actually surprised by Chi. Like, I didn't think he was this good. He's impressing. Although he does make some
a lot of really weird
plays.
Combos like this.
Super, what's going on?
I'm not sure what I'm actually watching, but it's working. Well, it was working. Okay, that's the second he got a hit like that against Skull too. Where he was just running forward and then just randomly decided to swing backwards.
Yeah, Super is really fast like that stuff.
It just works.
He's really good at that stuff. I think Super's like Crime in the sense that they both rush everybody.
Yeah.
But I honestly think Super might be a little better at it.
Low-key agree. Actually, high-key agree. And Super now has the series lead 2-1.
And this is an extremely fast one.
Super getting caught up on Cheese Body.
BRB, okay. We got some good sportsmanship from Chiefs waiting.
Yeah, Super really making use of the unofficial timeout rules throughout this tournament. I think he's utilized them the best out of any of the spars here.
I don't think anyone else has the guts to do it.
Yeah, I'd be afraid. I feel like everybody would cheat me.
I'd be scared if I was cheated to even get close to him, because I feel like Super's going to come back and hit him.
Super might actually pause out of the. I don't know what that would count as if the 30-second rule kicks in. I don't know how the
Yep,
organizers want to rule that.
Well, it just happened. Guess I'll have to wait on some official word for that one.
Yeah. The fish going to the review box.
Vlad has no idea. Okay, so Down's typing in the tourney chat.
Replay on the.
I hate when this kind of stuff happens.
Alright, redo that spar with Super down a hit. Yeah, Super was down one
Is that
hit,
how it
so that
works?
makes sense.
Should be like the exact same health though, or just like one hit, like 2.5.
Probably just 2.5, I guess.
If he even comes back. I don't think Super knows.
Well, it doesn't seem like she seems to care. But
I mean, if Super wins by more than one hit, then I guess it doesn't.
well, here's where that will be determined here.
And it matters, okay.
Yeah, and it actually mattered
So
now.
he actually would have won that.
Yeah, I don't know if Chi's gonna. I don't think Chi really minds all that much, but
He should mind his money. It's important.
he could. If I would do this, I wouldn't care about the money. But then again, I guess that's why I didn't do this. I don't even know. It's so hard to even commentate how these are going because they're just so fast that it's just everybody just blindly swinging when they all get into one corner.
Very true. Lots of ties too. Lots of trade hits. Super seems to think it's 3-1 for some reason. Is it?
He might have. I'm not sure how that works. He said it was a tie, and then he said the score was different after he said it was a tie. So
Yeah, I don't really understand that.
yeah, he might have just mistyped. I don't know.
But Brandon's over there saying 3-1 also.
And it was updated to 3-1. And Super wins another one, 4-1. I guess. Super doing it for America. Can you wait a moment?
You better wait. She waited for him. So this is actually part of Chi's special tactic to get Super timed out again. He's gonna move at the last second.
The classic slot change to the Balance Girls
Balance,
Shield.
the real question is, does he have Balance Cocksword? And he does not, so he actually probably won't win this.
In my opinion,
That was
one
a
of the
very big
best
mistake
shield
there.
codes in the game.
It's a good one, but to get its full power, you need to pair it with the sword, and he didn't do it, so just didn't work out for him.
And Super takes it 5-1. I think that was the most one-sided quarterfinals.
Yeah, I think so. The next
The
would have
rest
been
of them were 5-3 or
5-3.
5-4. Yep. And we do have an All-American semifinals now.
All right, and Stricken. Now we're at semis, so.
Oh, is he going to start recording now?
Oh, he knows. Okay, he's aware. I think we need like a clandestine YouTube channel to put all this stuff on.
Being asked how I
Any
feel
events
about
that we do.
all USA semi. I think it's a great statement to the community who thinks delay seems to be some undefeatable, impossible advantage. And let's go America.
All right, so we got Silver versus Brandon now.
All right, I'm getting more questions. When will Ashley and I get engaged?
Well, I think if she made it further in this tournament, it might have actually
Press
happened
agent
today.
has informed me that I should not be answering this question right now.
But Ashley doesn't care. She says soon, in all caps, except for the S.
When is semis due? That's a good question, actually.
Oh, and apparently Fulgore cheated yesterday, so some allegations have just arisen. Do you have any comment on this?
Nope.
No comment. All right.
Okay, semis are also first to 5, and then the finals are first to 10.
So who do you got with Silver versus Brandon? You know, actually, I want to get something going here. I want to do in the Discord tourneys channel. I'm going to do a poll, and let's see what everyone thinks. I just want to get like a consensus here. Straight. Oh fuck! I fucked that up. Hold up. Whoops. We're gonna have to wait like.
Yeah, I gotta.
Thank you. Thank you. Wait. You are an.
Only admins. That one doesn't have the power.
Okay, I did it right this time.
There we go.
And everyone's going with Brandon.
I'm also going with Brandon. I think
Heavy favorites here.
I think Silver matched up well against Dark, just because he tends to be familiar with delay, and Australian time is like super early in the morning right now. I think Brandon's better against low latency spars as well.
I can definitely agree with that one. All right, so Brandon gets 10 votes and Silver gets 4, so just under half. Yeah, so Brandon apparently has like a 70% favoritism here from the crowd. Just out of the people who voted.
Apparently, we're
What's
waiting
the hold
on
up here?
Silver.
Have they started yet?
No, they have not. I think Silver's doing something. There he is. And Brandon's up there. Alright, here we go.
Here we go.
I expect these to be much faster than the Silver and Dark ones.
What was that hit? Silver just hit Brandon, and Brandon went the opposite.
Yeah.
Brandon
Brandon seemed like he was almost inside him when that hit happened. Silver does not like the pull results. He's not 3 hits up, 2 hits up now. But you can see Silver moving more.
Big upset if he chokes this one.
Yeah. You can see him making more aggressive movements and moving a little bit more against Brandon than he did with Dark.
Which makes a lot of sense. I mean,
right, yeah, just a product of sparring versus a less delay heavy spar. And these are still first to 5, so there's plenty of time to adjust for both of them.
Okay, Brendan really took control of that one toward the end.
Yeah, that one, the pace just kicked up in the middle of it. I almost think Silver needs to play not the same way that he played against Dark, but a little more that caliber. I think if he tries to go
like
rushing
that.
in against Brandon, that's exactly what's going to happen. What just happened to him?
Gets 3 comboed.
I think the
Brandon's
more
really good with the comboing. He's got fast reactions.
yeah, Silver is trying to like combo him back out of it, and he's just getting circled around like it's nothing. I think Silver just needs to take his time every time he gets hit and use Blink better, because every time he does it, he's immediately turning and trying to hit Brandon again. It's like that was better. He didn't try to immediately get his hit back. He just ran out.
Yep.
And not to say Silver's bad. That's what I like to do versus people who I think are better than me in the first place in spar. Is I almost never try to just immediately get my hit back. I try to run the neutral over as many times as I can.
Yeah, I
Because
do the same
especially
thing.
somebody like Brandon, who's really combo oriented, I think the more you put the emphasis on neutral, the better chance you have.
Brandon got a free hit that spar. And it was only a win by 0.5 too.
Yeah. Score is not being updated.
No, Vlad died again, but it's 3-1 currently for Brandon. Although Brandon himself wanted to redo that one since he got the free hit, but Silver rejected it. So 3-1 stands, it looks like.
See, this is how I want to see Silver play more. That was Silver wasn't going for any kind of combos. He was just sitting in the same area and just trying to get him in his movement, because Brandon was doing the same thing where he was just spamming his keys, but he wasn't really going anywhere.
Brandon is... I'm getting really questionable about Brandon with this kind of stuff he's saying.
Yeah, I don't really know. Silver might be tying this up 3-3.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, Silver just got a lead there, and they just traded down, and that obviously worked in Silver's favor.
Now, let me remind everyone that this is a money match right here. It is automatically at least gaining, I think, $50 for placing top 2.
I am honestly not sure what the money is.
I think that's what it is. It is, okay. So if you win this match, you're guaranteed $50. If you lose, there's still a possibility that you'll not get anything.
Yep. And Silver has adjusted very, very well. I'm not sure if he's in the call, but he's doing almost exactly what I told him he should be doing. He's just sitting back and playing the neutral and just keeping his space rather than spending time near Brandon.
It's 3-4 right now, right? For Silver?
Yep, so Silver could get guaranteed money right here.
This is a pretty big spar for $50.
And Brandon was up 3-1 and then has lost the last 3 matches in a row right here. And
I kind of want to see Brandon win this one.
There weren't even really close matches after Silver adjusted.
They were not. But I think Brandon's going to spar differently now that his tournament life is on the line.
Yeah. See, that's exactly the opposite of what Silver was doing before. He ran right back into Brandon instead of just cutting his losses and resetting. But he's reset now, so let's see how it works out.
I'm actually hoping Brandon can actually win this one, because I would really want to see a 4-4 for this much of a prize. I want to see how they spar this next spar.
Yep,
and that's what we got.
Down to the last spar here.
So it looks like first place gets €80. I'm not sure exactly what that is converted. Second gets $50, and third gets $25.
Brandon is sticking to the wall right now. So that was a really good hit by Silver, and he does exactly the right thing there and backs up after he got it.
Is Silver at 3 still?
Yeah, and Brandon is at 2.5. So Silver is now content to take these kinds of trades.
And just from early on in the spar and knowing who the two are, I could definitely see the spar going to 0.5 on both ends.
Yep, and Silver played that beautifully after he got hit as well. He ran away and then recognized where Brandon was going to try to combo him, and then he beat him to the spot.
I don't think he's going to check this one. But as I say that, a little closer to it happening.
Yep, both of them are pretty
Brandon's
low.
moving a lot. Okay,
Oh, he
good trade there
clipped him
from
with
Silver.
the bottom side of the hitbox.
Good trade there.
Silver now gets guaranteed money and moves on to the finals, and Brandon will spar for third against the loser of Super
Fabian
and
versus
Fabian.
Super is up next. All right. Where is Vlad so I can PM him to update it? I'm gonna feel really bad for whoever gets fourth. I don't think
And it
anyone
looks
had
like
Silver in the finals in any other brackets.
I don't think so either, unless Silver put himself there in his own bracket. And I think
Wonder.
Brandon, for whatever reason, is saying he's just leaving, and whoever loses the other one can get the money. Not really gonna bother reading that chat.
He should stay. Make it interesting at
Yeah, I would
least.
stay. It seems like he's just frustrated for no reason. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, if we got the other spar going on now.
So actually, it looks like our number one prediction so far is the Arabs go Flames Yo, which has Kazers in the finals. So that is, these are all really bad predictions, basically.
I mean, after there were so many replacements made that everybody was just kind of
Yeah, that's true. Yours is actually a fifth place, but you have Aries winning, so that just shows how bad all these are. Ended up being.
Aries used to be Brett
Yeah,
when I
true.
made the prediction.
Yeah, I actually updated mine, so mine's just bad in general. Yeah, and Cindy's prediction is number one right now.
Super up 2-0 on Fabian right now. And these are going really, really quickly.
Wouldn't be surprised if Super 5-0's him, but also wouldn't be surprised if Fabian comes back in 5-2 Super. Because Super can just go like really good or just go full retard.
Yeah,
So,
oddly enough, from what I've seen, every time somebody's tried to play Super's game and just go aggro with him, it hasn't really worked.
it really doesn't.
I mean, Fabian kind of made it work there, but they were both 0.5 when there wasn't
0.5,
anything
yeah.
definitive. And they're just
Super
trading
is
again. They're
the
both just
best
playing
person to
like the
watch for.
super rushdown game.
I think we need like a Super versus Talon show match.
Well, the thing is, I think if Fabian were to just wait and play it a little bit patiently, like I would have been interested to see, like if Super wins this, I think the finals are going to be interesting. If Silver does the same stuff as far as
Silver is
adjustments
not going to
goes,
rush. Silver's smart about this.
yeah, Super just kind of manhandled Fabian that far.
But like we say Silver won't rush, but it's Super who's rushing, so he kind of like forces people to play fast.
Right, but you can play fast and yet defensive. I mean, Brandon was doing a much similar thing to Silver, and as soon as Silver adjusted and stopped trying to play like the combo game, like what Fabian's doing right now into Super,
Good
then
tie, yeah.
yeah, then it'd be a different outcome.
Super is going BRB once again.
I think the story of Super's run has been his excellent use of timeouts and pauses.
Very thankful that Super is making this tournament last longer than.
Um, yep. Oh, this does give me a time to sip some more water.
Oh, I forgot to get predictions on who's going to win this one. I mean, we can do it. It's going to be late, but I'll do it. We'll do it anyways, just if anyone wants to do it. Let's see. All right, I made a poll. If anyone actually cares, I think most people are going to pick Super for this one.
Yeah, it seems a lot of ones in the chat. I feel like a streamer saying that. Press 1.
Looks like a Twitch chat right now.
Yeah. I have Fabian up a hit now. We'll see if the Super's timeout gave him some time to compose. Because Fabian does have to win every spar from here on out. But he did win that one with a significant lead. So see if Fabian steps back for a little bit and plays this slow. And it seems like he is now. He seems like he's trying to combo less after each hit, and he's trying to back up.
I think he's got this. But it's Super. He's known for choking.
Ooh, there was a little bit of a. I'm not sure if I lagged.
No, it was Server again.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it would have got hit either way there. So now Super and Silver in the finals. I don't think anybody would have ever had this.
But first, we have the third place match. And yeah, this is, like Fallon just said, very unexpected.
Oh, Brandon's right there. Yep.
Yeah, Brandon's still here, so it's going to be Brandon versus Fabian. All right, and Fallon actually never specified how many spars this one's going to be. One needs to know that. Okay, it's 5 also.
This is for $25. Fabian versus Brandon. I expect this to go similarly to how the other semi-spars.
I love how completely out of the Super doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think
he's in the finals, and he has no idea.
Right, here we go. Not sure if coming out of the series of Super is going to help or hurt Fabian.
I mean, same thing can be said for Brandon.
Yeah.
Especially considering he wasn't very. He was considering leaving already.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. If he actually had another commitment, or if he was frustrated, or whatever that was. But
regardless, that first win was pretty clean and fast.
Good combo there by Fabian. Reading the movement. Fabian taking his time here on the second spar, and it's benefiting him.
He's got that one. I would like to see a tournament. This is like a really stupid idea, but I would like where every spar is the best of one. Just how crazy that would be. I mean, then you might actually have an Ashley in the finals.
Yeah. I think Fabian has made the changes he's needed to make, at least right now.
Just got some news from a friend that Super wasn't even going to show up, but he was convinced to.
And look at him now; he just made bank.
I think Super owes half the money to that guy.
Yeah. This is a key spar for Brandon to win, I think. Oh, and he did win it.
He did.
That looked like a tie.
This might be our first series where it's like back and forth. Surprisingly, we haven't had that yet.
Even Brandon thinks it was a tie, but I don't think the score will change.
Brandon's very selfless when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And they're 1-1 again. And 2-2 for the series.
I feel like other than the actual like kill hit, when you're 1-1, that's like the most important hit you can get. Ooh, Fabian with a nice clutch there.
And you might be right. We might not see either spar get more than one win ahead of the other one here.
And that would be the first time this happened this tournament.
Right. Brendan with a one-hit lead. Fabian's still trying to take his time, but Brendan's just getting the better of him and reading his movement.
So Alpha pointed out the finals is 2 US iDevices who beat 2 US PCs.
Yeah. That was a really lazy attempt at a counter by Fabian for that second hit there.
Alright, expect a possible influx of people in the guild house.
Yeah. Fabian's still one hit down here. Now it's all tied up.
I think Brandon has this one.
Oh, that was...
He choked. Got a little too spammy there.
Yeah, that was a really weird interaction there.
That was a clean first
step
hit.
forward. Yeah, that was a good step forward by Fabian there.
Ooh, if he didn't let that trade happen. Oh, I think he's got it anyway.
Oh, yeah, we might not be getting it after all. Yep, and Fabian seals it up. And wins the $25 and the bronze medal.
I wouldn't complain about 25. That's pretty good.
Alright, and now the first to 10 finals between Super and Silver. I don't think Silver's going to approach this the same way that everybody else in Super's path did. I think Silver is going to try to take his time more. I think he needs to take his time more. Because everyone who has tried not to, all of Fabian, Chi, Skull, and Plato have all kind of just gotten to work.
I feel like Super's had the hardest road here on paper, and he still made it.
Yeah.
And especially that Skull one. I don't know how he handled that so
They went through both Skull and Fabian. And Plato's no slouch either.
I didn't expect him to handle Skull that well, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a product of Skull having to leave and he just kind of wanted to get it over with. Not going to make excuses for him, but
it's a possibility. But what are we waiting on now? Probably Super again. Oh, I see Super. He's right here. Where's Silver? Okay, he's done there. They're both in here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're waiting on.
I think Super's AFK again.
If they want to, we might let Allison give a post-game interview since she wanted to so badly.
I think we should do a pre-game interview with them.
I feel like more people just want this to be done right now rather than have
That's true.
more stuff.
Been a while. All right, and our British friend Jack is wondering where our hype commentary per hit is. You have to describe their techniques and thoughts.
All of the spars are too fast now to actually do that.
He was just making a Sith reference.
Yeah, it'd just be a babbling mess of confusion if we were to try to do that. Wait, Super Saiyan will work?
Nice. Don't tell me we're gonna get a reschedule. And someone needs to go eat. What is it? People. This would be the most like
what
dumb final ever. They should make it a best of 1.
I would be so tilted.
I mean, at least do something. Maybe not best of 10 then. If they don't have time for that.
So they're both telling each other that they can win.
I have no comment on this.
And for the first time ever
Balance
in
if he'll
Raw
take the money.
history,
Yeah,
Fabian saying, well, Brandon and I were the finals, pay me the money.
They should at least do a best of 1. At least do 1 spar.
I don't know what the right move is here. This is just ridiculous.
Super's the biggest troll. He's like letting down like 40 people. Probably more. This is probably like 60 people. How to blue balls the entire spar community.
This would be actually absurd.
Well, it looks like okay. So Silver's still here. Super just went AFK. It looks like. I mean, there's a few options here. So Silver's awake, so we can either just give him the win.
So they could either
or
once.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be just as bad just to give Silver the win. That's
yeah. Ridiculous. And then another option is to reschedule, but I don't really think anyone.
Option 3 is you divide the first and second place money and you give it to Tech and I for commentator salary.
Yep. We need some donations here.
We have families to feed as well.
$1 an hour from each of you. Alright, Super's been AFK for at least like 5 minutes now.
If he's open at 11 p.m.
Who?
So
Oh.
for saying they can reschedule if he can do it at 11 p.m. I think your reschedule is just as ridiculous, though.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, it's probably better than just giving the win to someone.
I mean, I'm tempted to say just give it to Fabian.
Why Fabian? Silver's still here, sort of.
I mean, Super's
I
been
don't.
AFK for like 6 or 7 minutes now. I mean, options are either you could reschedule, but that's kind of shit, or you can make Silver win like Fabian's. You could either make Silver win by default, Super second, and then Fabian third.
I don't think Fabian should automatically get placed into second. Fabian shouldn't get a chance to face Silver because Silver did beat him. But I don't know.
Silver saying he wants to wait for Super. A waiting limit's not going to. I'm pretty sure Super's just working now.
Well, yeah, Super hasn't moved for a while.
Yeah, Super hasn't moved for like 9 minutes now.
He's had that same chat there the whole time. Oh, he just moved.
He
Okay.
just now moved.
He's alive. He moved a little.
He can win. I don't really care. Oh, this is tilted.
Wait, we should see if he can come back at 11.
Well, I'm not going to be here at 11, most likely.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still better than. I say they do a best of one. Bad work. This guy. Super is at work, but he could just go to the restroom and do one spar. Alright, looks like Dallon's making a decision. Well, what a finals.
All right. Easiest 10-0 of Silver's life.